In this week's episode,
we have set ourselves a new deadline, so we really need to start making some progress.
We put our homemade firelighters to the test.
This is an old mince pie packet from Lidl. Scoffed down all the mince pies and used it to create these little sort of wax melt things.
And stick around to see if we finally finish our flooring.
Jack is in there this morning, and I want to show you how much we've done and where we've got up to.
Hi, we're Jack, Gabby, and this is Tilly. We've lived on the water for 3 years and we love this lifestyle. For us, it's about living slowly with intention. We are now taking on a new challenge. We've bought a sailaway, a narrowboat shell, and we're turning this into a fully solar-powered, off-grid eco-home. Join us for the journey.
I feel like we've got a really big to-do list to get done today, but having a very lazy start. Mainly because when we woke up this morning we had that beautiful sound of the rain pattering on the boat's roof, and it's just so relaxing, and it makes it really hard to get out of the lovely cosy bed cocoon. There's two different people in the world, right? Those people that get up really early and those people that really appreciate a snooze. I'm definitely a snoozer. How about you? Let me know in the comments. But we've got to really crack on with some stuff on the other boat, so I think I'm going to make some porridge and have a little plan of the day. Although this thing's just decided to get cosy again. To make really good porridge. We've been spending a bit of time recently with Jits Into the Sunset, and if you've not checked out their YouTube channel, do, because they're all things adventuring, all things van life. They've been living in their van for the last 3 or so years, and they made us a really awesome porridge which was packed full of frozen berries. It had some banana in there, cinnamon, some date syrup on the top of it. So we're trying to emulate it today. I haven't got any of those ingredients, so instead I'm going to pop on some of our homemade dandelion honey, which, if you haven't seen the recipe for this, we made it in the spring last year. It's a great vegan alternative to honey. Really simple to make and it tastes amazing. If you fancy giving it a go, making it yourself, I'll pop the reel up here and it's up on our Instagram as well.
You can start to pick dandelions in the UK in the spring, and the best time is meant to be around St George's Day. The flavour is so worth the amount of heads that you've got to pick. But just make sure the area you're picking them from is free from weed killer.
Big bowl or little bowl?
I like little bowl.
Then I've got full.
That's delicious. It looked like you're putting too much cinnamon in, but that's really lovely.
I think the cinnamon's a bit old, so
Let's leave
I've
it
got the
in.
fresh oomph that you'd want. I think I've got a bit of peanut butter in it as well, haven't I, really?
We'll try. Fueled up, we start our commute of 2 boats to Artichoke.
I can't walk with these shoes.
Yeah, that lovely stove that we picked up is now right in the way, so we have no choice but to clamber all over it.
Here we are then, new year, same boat, same lack of progress.
Same pair of wallies who think they know what they're doing.
We've not been on the boat for a few weeks because it's been Christmas and New Year, and then we came back to the boat and we got that horrible dreaded lurgy that everyone seems to have had. You probably had it as well. We've been coughing and in bed for a week. But we have set ourselves a new deadline, so we really need to start making some progress. I'll pop you here and I will let you know what we need doing, really. So
What's that so low down?
I don't know. I'm now crouching really far, but it's easier than holding. So we basically decided that we need to move off Flora, our original boat, within the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, and when we say like move off, we don't need this boat to be finished. We just need it to be livable. So like the fire installed, somewhere to stick a mattress, probably get like a camping stove so we can warm up some baked beans. The basics.
Not luxury living.
Yeah.
But to be able to move on to this boat, the first thing we need to do is finish off this flooring, which is taking forever because the floorboards are so narrow, it takes so long to make any progress. So if it's alright with you, we are going to really put our heads down, crack on, and then we will show you, hopefully, a really transformational look inside this boat when the flooring's laid in a couple of days.
It's been a slow start, but not in a bad way, in a good way. Woke up this morning and there's some sunshine around. It's one of those kind of days when you wake up and you just feel like you need to get outside as quickly as possible so you can make the most of it. Gonna soak up this beautiful morning by heading up the canal on a little dog walk.
Meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden.
I'm a little obsessed with this vine that I've just found. I mean, look at that, it's so thick. I'm tempted to try and swing on it like Tarzan. I mean, I'm not gonna do that because it's definitely not gonna be strong enough, but isn't it just beautiful? I think it's a hop vine or plant or bush. What's the correct word for a hop? That's obviously a bit over now, but all kind of tangled together and it just looks beautiful.
Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things. Gold hair.
Winter's a unique time on the water. For obvious reasons, it doesn't get the same glory that spring and summer gets. But you know what, I really like this time of year. It's a lot quieter on the actual canal and people walking past on the towpath. And it's that quietness that I enjoy. We've had some beautiful mornings recently where we've woken up and there's been a layer of mist just over the surface of the canal. And also that real crisp cold that you get at this time of year just sort of awakens all the senses. I think there's a lot going for it. A lot of people tend to hunker down and hibernate through the winter. But I think it's quite a nice season to get outside and go for a little wander. Mainly because there's no one else around. Although saying that, the rain has now just started to come in, so I think it might be time to head home. Quick cup of tea, and then start the day of DIY.
Golden, golden things. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things.
Whilst I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, I'm going to try something out that I did this morning. This is an old mince pie packet from Lidl. Scoffed down all the mince pies and used it to create these little sort of wax melt things. So basically, whenever we burn a candle, when it gets to the end of it, we never get rid of the wax, we keep hold of it. And the same with old like matchsticks. As soon as we use the match, we pop it in a pot and then we use them to make these, which are going to be used as firelighters. So I'm going to get the stove going now, and hopefully these will get a roaring fire on the go.
It's not just matches that work for this. We use all sorts, from dried out tea bags to pine cones, all just dipped in melted leftover candle wax. It is a gorgeous winter's day. Blue sky, sun is shining, although it's very fresh and cold. So last time we showed you inside Artichoke, we were going to try and make some headway with the flooring. Jack is in there this morning, and I want to show you how much we've done and where we've got up to. So let's go see inside.
Please excuse my outfit of choice today. Yeah, I've gone for the socks tucked into the trousers. No, trousers tucked into socks, isn't it? Whichever way around it is. It's freezing, it's cold. So last time we showed you, we were trying to crack on with getting this done. We've made a bit of progress. Obviously everything's much slower than we anticipated. But what we have got done is this really tricky corner down here. So because the swim lines come in like that, there's been a lot of like fiddly cuts I had to do with the jigsaw. So that took far longer than I thought, but now we've got that done. The rest of it should, Gabby?
Flying!
Should fly in.
So we've made some pretty decent headway. Oh God, there goes a crack all over the floor. So we've made some pretty decent headway with the flooring, I'd say. What is next?
So we've got to move that massive stove again. You know, the 300 kilo one. Because it's in my way. So where I'm trying to lay the floor in now is where the stove is. So we've got to try and, just us two, get that onto this bit of done flooring, get it out of the way, and then I can start laying the boards that way. It's, you know, small space building, we've got to shimmy everything around, but I don't think I've really got the energy to do that today, so shall we leave that for later?
We'll leave that for next week, I think.
Yeah, good idea.
Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please do like, subscribe, and leave us a comment below, as it really does help our channel grow. And we will see you next week.